What is happening, everyone? It's Goody here, and today I want to bring you a video summarizing the Exo Zombies season. I want to summarize season 1, and I want to tell you my views, opinions on the whole thing, and basically how I felt Exo Zombies went down, what I liked about it, what I didn't so much like about it, and I would also love to hear your views on the whole thing. So if you have anything that I don't talk about in this video, leave them in the comments. I mean, I have gained like 16% more audience from Exo Zombies alone, so a lot of you have come for Exo Zombies, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Hopefully you'll stay around for Black Ops 3 Zombies, but if you have any thing you want to discuss in the comments, leave it down there and I will read them and I will get back to you. So yeah, I just want to highlight some key problems of Exo Zombies. So first and foremost, I really honestly believe there are too many special infected in this mode. Starting straight off the bat with Outbreak, the amount of EMZs that kept spawning through was just an absolute joke. I mean, the game mode itself is called Exo Zombies, however the EMZs would just disable the whole, it would disable 50% of the game mode. It would just be zombies, and you have to rely on your exosuit in this game mode because the zombies also have an exosuit. Throwing grenades is much slower without one, you can't knife properly. It's a load of pain if you don't have an exosuit. Obviously you can't buy your perks either, but they don't get affected when you get EMZ'd, I don't think. And it's just not just the EMZs, the exploding ones I didn't mind too much, but the red ones, they really hit you for 6, and the spiking ones, they were a fucking ball like as well, and then they combine them in Descent. I mean, I really hate the spike ones, and I really hate the EMZ and the teleporter ones. Let's just combine all of those three together, and that will be a fun time. I think, honestly, there are too many special infects. If you compare it to Treyarch Zombies, they had maybe a Pyro Zombie, or a Screaming Zombie, or the Spaceman. They only had, like, one per couple of rounds, and these guys would spawn 20 every second. It was really hard to keep on top of, and yeah, I just really didn't get on with the special infected, let alone the boss ones, like the big Goliath infected or whatever that was. I really didn't get on with the whole infected they had going on. The second thing that I really want to highlight as a problem with Exo Zombies is the guns. Most of the guns in the 3D printer, which was 1,000 points instead of 950. Again, it's their own game mode, but it was really hard to get over that. Now I expect the mystery box to be 1,000 points in Black Ops 3 Zombies. However, all the guns inside this printer, the majority, about 3/4 of them, were complete poop. They would just waste ammo. They would have no ammo to begin with, but they'd waste ammo, or they wouldn't move properly. Only the wonder weapons, if you could even call them the wonder weapons, were any decent against the zombies. And not only were the guns complete shit, the upgrading system really didn't work either. Having up to 20 normal upgrades didn't sit well with me at all, because if you averaged one upgrade per game, per round, if you average one upgrade per round, the zombies would get more health to counteract your upgrade. So it would be a futile upgrade in a sense, because you'd be getting more firepower. However, next round the zombies will be getting more health, and therefore your the firepower will be completely irrelevant, if that makes any sense. Yes, you get more ammo, so you can keep upgrading it, and when you get into later rounds it was really easy, but then once you got to level 20 you were done, and then you're left stranded with no upgraded guns because you're just hoping for a full reload. Again, I really didn't like the weapon upgrade. Level 25 was a complete disappointment as well, and I just didn't like knowing that I upgraded my guns. However, next round the damage will just be completely counted out by how much health the zombies gain in the next round. I didn't like that at all. The third thing that I really want to pick a hole in is how boring and complicated and random and silly the Easter eggs were. They didn't make any sense to me. They didn't link up too much to the storyline or anything, and the hidden and alternate things were just dumb. Like the gold special trophies, again, a lot of you came for that, but that's because I stuck with it and I tried to make guides just so no one else had to go and test a couple of things, because they were just completely random and dumb, and they put in red herrings, and they weren't fun, basically. It was easier to do them in solo and have a bad time in solo without your friends. And, you know, in Call of Duty Treyarch Zombies, you could have a good time with your friends. There would be 4-player specific Easter eggs. There was a lot of character interaction with that, and I just felt that lacked in these Easter eggs. They just didn't care about us, really. They just wanted to do a really quick Easter egg in a way. I didn't like the Easter eggs. I just thought they were a bit dull, and they had a good thing. They had a good angle, but I don't think they executed it very well. And that kind of brings me on to the fourth point. With the no replayable value, I didn't really care about the leaderboards, I didn't really care about the characters or the story, which is a real shame because I do like to do well in the leaderboards, I do like to play zombies. I think it's quite therapeutic in a way, having to go around and looking for things in the maps and having to go around and training them. I really enjoy that, but just like highlighting all the other points before this, it's impossible to do it in this game mode because there's too many special effects, the guns are too weak, you can't last long enough to play it, and there's no even point looking for things because the Easter eggs aren't even worth it. I mean, we didn't even get an end game for all of these trophies, and I just thought that was really, really disappointing. It's been a very, very disappointing season, to be honest, and if they do a second one, I really, really hope it's an improvement. And the last thing that I think they've missed a trick. The last thing that I want to just talk about briefly is the story itself. I think they really had a good angle, don't get me wrong. Riot Zombies at the end of Exo Survival was really, really good. It had a good feel to it. It was quite slow paced. There was no special infected. They had a really, really good angle with the Manticore infecting everyone, then Atlas wanting to capitalize on this, and if you want immunity, you're going to have to pay. I really, really like that angle. But then they just copped out at the end and they had all these clones and they kind of forgot about their characters and they contradicted themselves, and then they forgot about the main storyline a couple of times, and it felt like they were making the maps just for the sake of making the maps. They didn't really have a structured storyline, and yeah, the only thing I can say about this is just leave the zombies to Treyarch. There's just, again, there's so many things wrong, and they were just like my top 5 things wrong with Exo Zombies, and I think it's been a very disappointing season, as I've said. I don't think they really anticipated to do very well, but I think the hype, and because Call of Duty Zombies has such a prestigity to it, and it was quite hyped up to begin with, I think it was just let down in a way, and I think they did an okay job for their first attempt. I think the maps were quite interesting to play, however, I just don't think there was enough. With like all the Treyarch zombie maps, there was no wasted space. You could find anything in any room that related to either an Easter egg or the storyline, and then you just had a load of rooms in the Exo Zombie ones that were just wasted spaces, and they just contributed nothing, and again, like, it was just a big disappointment all round. But they were my views about Exo Zombie, guys. I wanted to make a final video for Exo Zombies because, like I said, loads of you come from Exo Zombies, and hopefully you stick around for my future content, but I kind of just wanted to do one final homage to Exo Zombies until they inevitably release a Season 2. Just a couple of things before I go. There may or may not be quite a lot of videos towards the end of August. There's a couple of reasons for this, and they're exciting reasons. For one, I've actually got something huge planned for this channel throughout the entirety of September, and that means I have to pre-record them now so they go out on schedule during September, and hopefully you're going to be really excited for that. There'll be more details on my channel really, really soon, but hopefully you'll stick around past this kind of 2-week hiatus of no videos so you can experience that and go on that journey with me. I'm really, really excited to do that project, and also I'm going on holiday on the 19th for a week in Spain. Again, I won't be at my desk to record videos, so again, there might be a lack of videos towards the end of August, but hopefully, again, you'll stick around for Black Ops 3 and for my project in September, and I'm really, really excited to bring this to you. But apart from that, guys, thank you for watching this video. I wanted to kind of give you my honest views of Exo Zombies towards the end of the season, or when the season's over, so I had a really good idea of what they did, and it was really easy to reflect on. But apart from that, guys, it has been Goody, and goodbye.